Welcome back. It's another early morning show, and it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day! It's it's a real special day to me. I just gotta tell you, I have made a life of setting the bar so low for Valentine's Day that really nothing's expected of me. Now, to do this, you have to take some lumps in life, especially when you're younger. And you have to be able to handle the disappointment of the other person. Oh, that's it? Really? That's all you get? But I have a theory. Here's Cat, and as you know, Cat has a perfect heart on him. It's on the other side, it's right over here. Perfect black heart, like his real heart. Um, but by underperforming, there's no expectation. And here's the other part. When you do something, it's suddenly a big deal. And I don't know how the people, and if you do, that's great. That every year they try to raise the bar. We're going to do something better, something better. I mean, the expectations just, it's got to be tremendous. It just has to weigh on you all year long. And I don't want that. A card's pretty damn good. Yeah, I actually even generally make my own cards. I can say better what I want to say than some guy in Hallmark. So hey, it shows creativity. So I got a heart here for my love of Puerto Rico. So happy Valentine's Day. But this is pre-recorded because Saturday night tonight, and it is like 4 a.m. still, so don't worry about that part. But we're going to, I did get reservations made, nicest hotel around, dinner, four-course stuff, alcohol, the whole thing. It's very nice. We're going to go do that. But her birthday, my birthday, they're both coming up. We'll just put it all together. I get it out of the way. So, yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Hey, shirt. See that? Isn't that cute? I think it's a cat, or is that a dog? I don't know. I got that in Korea from when we were there for martial arts, and it was from a gym. It was a junior high gym where we went, and then we worked out with students, and then the students beat me up. Well, basically, that's what it is. I mean, I guess I was about 40, so I wasn't a senior, so I can't say it was senior abuse, but they were like on jet fuel. I go, what the hell? These guys are flying everywhere. Holy smokes. Oh, well. Well, we got music from all over the place, and pretty excited. Just, you know, hey, there's a lot of samples because this stuff's different. But start off, James Griffith did a great series, great thing on John Peel. And it was a very interesting. John Peel, the British DJ that was so influential, he did such a great job. I bought the book. That thing's going to take a little bit to read, but I remember just in the 80s trying to find John Peel albums, that would get over to the U.S. And if I would see a John Peel, they usually be extended plays, maybe 4, 6 songs on them, but I would pick them up. I've always found them exciting. So after he did that, I need to learn more about him. And well, if you're going to learn more about him, why not just buy some tome that's about almost 600 pages? I should learn something. The hard part is, what will I really remember? We'll find out. So, neat. Thank you, James, for your video on that. Very, very good. Lighting's kind of off in here. I think it's where I'm sitting, so that's the way it is. So let's begin with the music. This isn't anything weird or different. It's just it's the Mo-Fi pressing of Weezer. Generally, I don't show more of the stuff everybody knows because, well, you know that, so what are you going to say about it? I just remember why I showed this. Came out in 1994 as Weezer's debut album. It's, the Mo-Fi is pretty cool. I wasn't going to buy it till I heard it was going out, and I thought I will buy it. And the reason why is Weezer never really hit me. And so I bought the CD, and I bought some of their other CDs, and I played them a couple times, and they went on the shelf. That was it. But I got to thinking, at that time, when you're buying, maybe 10 CDs a week. Each year you have about 300 CDs. You don't listen to any of them. You listen to them, you put them on, they're in the background, they're at work or whatever, they're playing, but I'm not listening to it. So I thought, I'm just going to buy this and I'm going to listen to it. So I did, and I liked it. And you know what? And I knew some of the songs on there. Yeah, they had some big songs. The Sweater Song, Buddy Holly, ooh, Buddy Holly. I don't know the lyrics. But it was the fact that I listened to it for the first time, I would have to say. And I found it extremely enjoyable. There was the lyrics on here. What was the song? It goes, I got an electric guitar. I play my stupid songs. I write these stupid words and love everyone waiting there for me or something. I don't know. I just thought it funny, very sarcastic. So, hey, I like the Weezer's Blue album. Okay, I haven't listened. I don't have any of the Weezer, after the flood, obviously, but it just you have to re-listen to music, and that's the problem when you buy too much. I mean, in serious, it really is. When you buy so much, you're just trying to get through it, and you don't take the time to listen. And that was the problem with me, especially in the '90s. I just bought bulk. Some albums stuck with me. I heard them first thing, and I go, "Wow, this is great. I want." I would play it over and over, but for the most part, it didn't, and it's too bad because I probably missed out on a lot of great music that I won't re-listen to now. Next one. This came. Sam the Vinyl Douche recently showed this, and it's good to see Sam making videos again because as he's making videos, I'm buying more music, but it's the new music. And the name of this band is I Break Horses. I know, awesome name. I mean, wow, why didn't I think of I Break Horses? Is there a reason? I don't know why they called it that. I didn't find out why. And it's a 2 LP set, clear vinyl. It's this is the third group. This is their third album, and they're out of Sweden. It's Maria Linden and Fredrik Ballack, I believe. They're shoegaze. You could call this probably electro gaze, kind of a synth pop. Since we're talking Valentine's, talking about happy things, this is a joyful album. It really is. They sing about addiction, suicide, jilted lovers, depression. Yeah, it's just the kind of thing you pop on. You have that special one by you and says, let's listen to something nice, and then you put this on. It ought to get you out of the mood. If you listen to the lyrics, the music itself is beautiful. It's really, really nice, and luckily I don't really hear them. There's these drum machine beats that are happening. There's reverb acoustic, walking bass lines, very, very neat stuff. There's it's really, it's kind of brooding. It's just this contemplation of life, shall we say, of the problems of life. And the music is extremely atmospheric. I just loved it. There's even like industrial trip hop on some of this music. Just great stuff coming out of Sweden. Can you believe brooding music out of the Nordic area? Unbelievable. Generally, the Nordic, it's just all happy ABBA crap. I like ABBA though. This was nice, and I really enjoyed it. And the Vinyl Douche, Sam's channel. It's a treasure trove of new music because he drops these samples. So then you hear it and go, oh my God, I got to have that. And that's kind of why I drew samples. I want you to hear it, so you can say, God, that my ear likes that. I mean, that's only a snippet. There's 30 seconds. It doesn't make an album, believe me. But hey, you like that 130 seconds, right? Next one up. I recently showed this. This was VCLT from Andrew Carl. Diamond Needle is his channel. Diamond Needle. And please, pull it up. He really makes some good stuff. He puts out some really good videos, reggae, but there's a lot more. And so this is one of the albums he sent me from Eko Mouse, Eko Mouse, Eko Mouse. The guy's real name is Ripton Hilton. Born in 57. I think he's still making it. I had never heard of this album, and this one came out in 81. And it's called, the type of music they called it, was it Sing Joy? Sing Joy. So it's not quite straight singing, it's not quite DJing, it's somewhere in between. And he came up with his name, Eko Mouse, because it's named after a racehorse that he put a lot of money on and he lost. So, well, why not just name my group after this frickin' racehorse that cost me a lot of money? The big hit off here was Wadodim, and it really, in 1981, it was considered, and it still is considered this dance hall masterpiece. By 88, he had built up a really nice international audience. Now, I'm going to just read you Andrew's notes on this, okay? Because Andrew is by far the expert on this. And so he goes, he is a one-of-a-kind. He has this style that can only be described as scat reggae music. He uses these nonsensical hooks that you find yourself singing along with, but you have no idea what he is saying. Standout tracks are Wadodim, Ganja Smuggling, which is what I'm going to give you a sample of, and Operation Eradication. And if this was really catchy, but he does it. It's almost like Oriental. I mean, what you're hearing, I kid you not, on the way he's singing. And yeah, don't try to figure out what it is. But this was great stuff. And when I showed it, a lot of people really commented about how important and great of a reggae album this is. So if you see it out there, it's on reissue. Really worth getting. I believe it came out in 81. And the samples have been banned in our usual countries of Iran, Cuba, North Korea, and Syria. Yep, three samples I give you today have banned my videos, and those countries once again are missing out.
It was a beacon just in a the mud, me a pick only, but me allow them down in a foothold. One by one, load up the van, all of the ganja it ram. Put it on the plane, going gonna Spain. Money just a pour like rain. Me just a muggle up the lane in a gold rope chain.
The next one. This was some SCLT that I received. This was a while back. Folks, I'm still going through, I have a crate of SCLT that so many of you sent me. I'm still going through. If it's a common item, I'm probably not going to talk about it. If it's something a little different, I am. This is one. This came from Olaf Debates, B-A-E-T-S. It's up there. Olaf really sent me a lot of very interesting things. One of my favorite albums was Papir, P-A-P-I-R. I showed that last year, really good. But this is Diat. I guess it's Diat. It came out in 2015, and the name of the album is called Positive Energy. And these guys, they come out of the East Berlin area, so from Berlin, but from the East Berlin side. It's post-punk music, and the best thing I could tell you is it has a real Joy Division type sound, and it's because the singer has that baritone voice. But there's also these Bauhaus guitars that are going on, and it's just really it's really cool. If you do like the feel of Joy Division, the darkness of Joy Division, the lyrics of Joy Division, or how it's sung, this would appeal to you. There's songs like on here like Nightmares, and it has this it's fast and propulsive. It's more of a punk type feel. The lyrics that they use, really with sarcasm. That's kind of how they what they like to use their main way to put things out, and it's just to kind of get to the heart of the matter what they're talking about. Song called, what was it on here? Young and Successful, which is what it leads off. Young and Successful. I mean, this sarcastic commentary on capitalism and working with it. It just really interesting that way. So, it's an album where they're making a statement about things. It isn't. This isn't about sex and love and crap like that. Very neat album. Something I would never have seen or bought. Diat out of Germany. So Eko Mouse out of Jamaica. Here we have out of Germany. I Break Horses from Sweden. Weezer from the U.S. We're telling you, we're going around the world right now, folks. Going around the world, what would happen if we didn't stop in Africa? Damn those albums! Every week I need to do something about that, right? And so we're in Africa now, and look at this beautiful color vinyl. This is Orchestra Baobab. Now I have shown an album. This was also given to me by Olaf. I just pulled albums out of on my crate as I'm looking through them. I'm going to show these this week, and then I go into my book to see. Okay, I think these were given to me, and I look. It's like almost everyone was given to me from Olaf this week. It was like, wow, how's that happen? I showed one of these on Analog Africa. This one's from Vinyl Me Please, and it's limited at number 255. That's really, really neat. So I've talked about, this is a band that came out a single, formed in 1970, went to 87, reformed in 01. They broke up because Yasu and Rudur came about and brought funk into this African music, and bands like this just kind of fell apart because no one would listen to them anymore. They were a house band in Dakar for Club Baobab. Baobab. You pronounce it your way, and which is named after a big ass tree. That's in Africa. The music is what they call Son Cubano, and it's music that really highlights the Cuban highlands. So it's more peasant type music from Cuba. There's also what's called Wolof, WOLOF music, and that's incorporated, and that's using more traditional instruments like the string lute, the talking drums. It really is an Afro-Cuban feel to the music, which makes it really interesting. There you can see the group there. This is really neat stuff. This group, they've reformed in 01 because there was a documentary done by Trey Anastasio and Dave Matthews looking at some of the African music, and this was a group that they focused on, and so they came back. Really good stuff. I like this group. This group was huge. They put out over 20 albums and were very big in Africa. So if you see it or you see something from them, I can tell you you're probably going to be happy with it. Great music. What are you looking at, dude? Yeah, meow. Exactly. Let's get these albums back up. Then everything came down. This is where you edit. You can edit that. And I probably won't. So we're in Africa. Let's head back to, where are we going now? We're going back, I believe this is German again. It's from Europe. I believe this came out of Germany. It's called Mindbender from Stringtronics. Originally came out in '72, and for $500-600 you can get a VG one. You know, if you want mint, spend $1,000. So this was sent to me by Olaf again. This is a reissue from 2016. This is like, I don't know, exotic music, shall we say. Ethno lounge feel would be a way to describe it. If you like electronic harpsichord, hey, you're going to like this. If you like bongos, this should be perfect. A guitar bass, I think you'll find this really, really good. This is very good. It's strings and electronics with a what do I want to call it? A library sound. That's what I wanted to say. Library sound. Baraka Peep Dub, and I've talked about this video a few months ago. He did a video on library sounds. Library sounds were albums, music that was made specifically for TV or for a movie. They just had little songs that you could add in there, and they have these albums, and these albums have become highly collectible. According to Paul, some are complete garbage, but some are incredible. Well, they took the library sounds, incorporated in then with this other music, and thus it gives it a really cool loungy type feel, kind of almost like a space age pop going on. Completely different, very interesting music. Really enjoyed this. Don't I say that about most music I enjoy? But I do. I like different, something that's, wow, I haven't heard that before. This was it. Super good album. Again, it was a reissue, and it's, if it's something, if you like that sample, I think you would like the whole album. It might not be for everybody, but using these library sounds is fascinating. So, or Germany there. I think we're staying in Germany on this one, though they almost seemed almost Frenchy, but I think it came out German. La Düsseldorf, and Individualism. Sung Individuelos is the name of the album. La Düsseldorf is the name of the group. Okay, easy for me to say, not really. Off Teldeck. This, one of the founders, Klaus Dinger, he played in Kraftwerk and played in New. When New broke up, he formed this group here, La Düsseldorf. And this group sold millions of albums between the late 70s and early 80s. Now, it was brand new to me. I've never heard of them, so maybe they were extremely popular in Europe. Bowie and Eno, when they were over there doing the Berlin trilogy at the time, they thought this was, they considered this group to be the soundtrack of the 80s that was coming up. They thought that highly of the music that this group was putting out. It has an ambient sound at time, kind of an ambient sound collage that's going on with these synths happening, and really some good guitar workouts. Side one is like a 5-song suite, so you're going to hear this rhythm, and it's repeated within each song, but it's kind of changed up. Really interesting. It's a krautrock symphony. So krautrock's your thing. I think you would like that. I mean, there you go. You have a krautrock symphony. Side 2 gets a little weirder. The first song on there, which, yeah, that word. There's a kazoo section. I've never really been a big kazoo dude, but there is a kazoo section on there. Then there's a song called Tintoruridi. I don't know. Whatever. There's another song. There's horse clomping. They took recordings of a horse clomping. So there's some weird stuff on the second side. Still interesting. I really like the first side. So Düsseldorf. Olaf, again, thank you so much. Something totally different. Never in a million years would have ever heard. Probably even picked up. So, great. Real quick, had this Jimmy Reed, bluesman, came out of Mississippi, born in 27. In the 40s, he moved up to Chicago to play. And he played there, he first played with Eddie Taylor and John Brim off VJ. In 51, he was signed, or 53, I think. 53, he was signed to VJ. In the 50s to the early 60s, Jimmy Reed had more R&B hits than any other blues artist in the Chicago area. Anybody. He was that popular, and his music was that good. It was a little more pop R&B oriented than, say, your Muddy Waters, your Howlin' Wolf. And so he did exceptionally well. Well, this is a concert he did in 61 at Carnegie Hall. Just kind of fun to listen to. This guy plays the harmonica really well. He really wails on that harmonica. Great stuff. He had a drinking problem, terrible management, which killed him. Final one, Aretha Franklin, This Girl's in Love with You, which, as you know, is a song from her Belper. She makes it her own. Nice inner sleeve, original inner sleeve, off Atlantic. Neat album. It's one of those classic Arethas. It came out in 1970. Is it a must-have Aretha? No. But it's really good. There's the hit Call Me on here. This Girl in Love with You from Herb Alpert, she makes it into a gospel. She takes Let It Be and Eleanor Rigby from the Beatles. She just slays Eleanor Rigby. Oh my God, she just gives that a whole gospel, a soul type feel. It was awesome. Really, really neat. And then she plays The Weight from the band. Duane Allman plays guitar on that. So if you're a Duane Allman fan, you just want that, just for that, to listen to The Weight and hear Duane Allman play. So cool find. Neat stuff. My friend in town, Steve Bales, he's the guy that helped me out with a lot of music after the flood. Just airing out all this stuff. You take whatever you want. Really neat. So thank you, Steve. So that's it. I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine's Day today. Enjoy our week. Have a great week. It's cold as sin here. It's just terribly cold. It's stupid cold. I hate it. I hope those in Australia, it's warm. So it's probably the only place. I think it's cold all the way through the whole U.S., through all of Europe. But hey, who cares? You're here for music. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Really appreciate it. Talk to you next week. Bye.